What's up, everybody? I'm Simon Sabra, and today I got for y'all my main manga haul. So before I get into that, be sure to follow me on Instagram at SimonSabraYT. Link will always be down in the description. Also, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit that bell so you never miss an upload, all of that good stuff. Also, as usual, make sure you comment down anything you've been picking up recently, anything you'd recommend to me whatsoever, anything like that at all. But with all that out the way, let's just jump right into it. Alright, so we don't really got too much. I don't think so, at least. It's about a good like 10, 11 volumes. So we're going to try and get through it pretty quick. So we do got one bag here. We're just going to start out with that one. You know, something light. But, okay. So funny story with this one. It is Pleasure and Corruption Volume 6. So here's the thing. If y'all don't know already, I love this series like a lot. I don't think it's in the camera, but I have like the first 5 volumes right here. I didn't know this volume came out like at all because I was just I don't know what I was thinking actually, but it was one day I was like, let me search up when volume 6 comes out. This came out in like January and I didn't know about it until recently, so I was like, okay, let me get it. And then I come to find out it's the last volume in the series and I didn't know. So now here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back, start from volume 1 and just read through the whole thing. But I'm honestly glad to see this is the final volume because like I don't really remember what happened in volume 5. It's been a minute since I read it. But dude, it's a series that I've wanted to finish for so long. Once again, just Pleasure and Corruption Volume 6. One of like it's the up there for me. I ain't even gonna lie, it's definitely up there for me. What's next? Okay. This one complete like change of pace here. So it is a BL manga by Ranma Rosario and it's Coyote. A friend of mine told me it's pronounced Coyote. Not really sure. I'm gonna say Coyote because that's kind of how I've been saying it in my head the whole time. But oh gosh, I don't think okay, there we go. But yeah, Coyote or Coyote. Looking forward to reading this. I believe it is 4 volumes complete. So I'm probably gonna try and like pick up the rest of it whenever I get the chance. Sadly I don't have anything near me to take the plastic off, so I can't really show the like the pages for it. Maybe I'll come back to it later. I don't know. Give me a sec. Let me just try and get the plastic off real quick. All right, so I'm back. I took the plastic off. For y'all, it'll be like less than a second. For me, I was like battling with this plastic, but okay, so just gonna show off a random page here. I do love Zaria's art. It does look really good. I think the only other thing I've read by them is Liquor and Cigarettes. Yeah, Liquor and Cigarettes. And the art looks fairly similar. Looking forward to reading this though, honestly, because I've heard so much good things about it. Like I am a little upset. I don't know if y'all will be able to see it, but like the spine isn't really centered for it. It's a little offset, but it is what it is. I don't really care too much. It is what it is. So the last thing for this bag, at least, so this is a bit of a funny one. It is Tokyo Aliens Volume 3. So the joke with this one is that I honestly like don't enjoy this series at all. Like I've read the first 2 volumes. I don't know if you'd be able to see it. I'm actually not even sure where I have it at. I honestly don't know where on my shelf it is, but I really don't enjoy this series. But the last chapter of every volume is like really good. Like the chapter's starting out mid, but that last chapter is honestly amazing and it makes me get the next volume. And like I'm kind of only going off of volume 1 and 2, of course, because I haven't read this one yet. But like volume 1 started out mid, complete mid, and then the last chapter was like, damn, volume 2 about to be heat. And I read volume 2. Volume 2, first couple of chapters, mid once again, but then the last chapter, heat. So I'm like, let me see if this is going to keep the trend going. Once again, Tokyo Aliens Volume 3. The art in here is really cool though. As well as the character designs I do love, especially like I showed in the beginning, the color pages. Does this in the start of every volume, as well as the volume covers are also really cool. If I like remembered off the top of my head wherever I had it at on my shelf, I'd kind of grab it real quick. but that's not gonna lie, a little too much effort right now. But here we go with one more bag. This bag's a bit heavier, or a lot heavier. It's where the bulk of everything is. So okay, let's just start out with this one. This one I didn't get the chance to read. I was hoping to get to read it before doing this video, kind of just so I could talk about it a little bit, because I know it is a newer series, and that is Dark Gathering Volume 1. Beautiful volume cover. It's one that I talked about that I was excited for in a video a while back. And honestly, like I said, I haven't read it yet, so I can't speak on it. But the volume cover, as well as the spine, honestly, the spine is gorgeous. I don't think I usually compliment spines, but this one is really good. The volume cover is really good. Art, really good. From what I read for the back of the book, it sounds good. Off the top of my head, I don't actually remember what it says, but here is it again if you want to kind of read it for yourself, if it's focused enough, hopefully. But that is Dark Gathering Volume 1. If you have read this, comment down how you felt about it. I'm really curious because I'm probably gonna read it soon, hopefully. And you know, as I'm recording this, I kind of just realized I don't have space for like half of these. Yeah, I could probably make some space somewhere. I'll figure it out. So this next one is one of the member recommendations. For those of you who don't know, I do have a YouTube channel member program thingamajig going on. And so what it is, long story short, is that once a month you can recommend me one manga and I have to pick it up and read it. And as long as it's not out of print, of course. And so one of my channel members, I believe it was Books and Ray, hopefully I pronounced that right, recommended this one to me on and off. Oh, that's not the spine, this way. And I haven't finished reading it yet. I kind of just started it pretty recently at the time of this recording. And so it is a BL from what I understand. I think it's considered a manhwa. Not gonna flip too far through it because like I said, I just haven't gotten that far. But this is the page that I'm at, and my bookmark fell. But this is the page that I'm at so far, and everything is colored. The art in here is very interesting, if that makes sense. It's not like as polished as like manga art, but it's not off-putting. Like, it's not bad, it's just unique, if that makes sense. Kind of reminds me a bit of Heartstopper's art style, where it's like just a kind of unique art style, if that makes sense, but it's not bad. Can't really talk too much about it because I haven't read it or finished reading it yet, at least. And so moving on, we'll kind of go into this one, our next channel recommendation, or member recommendation, I'm sorry, and it is Ladies on Top. This one was recommended to me by Lance. Hopefully I also pronounced that one right. So this one I did read already. I read it as soon as I got it, and honestly, it was very funny story. I'm not even gonna lie, very funny story. And as you'd imagine, the person like at the register when I bought this kind of looked at me a little crazy. But the story for this one is very wild so far. Very interested in checking out future volumes of it. I'm not sure how many volumes it is total, but I'm honestly interested in checking out the rest of it eventually. I'm gonna talk more about it in a upcoming reading log video, but just really briefly, it's a funny story. Check it out if you haven't. It is peak friction. I'm not even gonna lie, it's peak friction. It's up there. Let's see, what else do we have? I'm kind of just going into the bag, not even looking. But Colorless Volume 4 is this? Yeah, Volume 4. This one, you know, a lot of things in this bag I've been meaning to read, and I just haven't gotten the chance to yet. But Colorless Volume 4, I think everyone hopefully knows this series by now. If you don't, it is amazing. Go and check it out. The volume covers are so good. The quality of the release is also really good, and I think Volume 5 is going to be the last volume for it. I could be wrong, but here's just some art real quick. Oh my god, it's beautiful. But I think, yeah, Volume 5 is going to be the last volume for it, so maybe I'll wait till 5 comes out before I read it. I'm not sure. I'll probably do some research on it, but definitely excited to read that whenever I get to it. And actually kind of looking at the cover, like, kind of matches my nails a bit, but that's besides the point. Moving on. Okay, Let's see. All right, yeah, this one, this is peak friction right here. We have SunDome Milky Way Volume 6. This one I've actually been really excited for the release of. I'm not even gonna lie. This one I have been super excited for the release of. If you have not read SunDome, but you need some peak friction in your life, go ahead, check it out. It's definitely peak. It is definitely peak. Let me see. I can't show any of the, the art, but let me see if I can show. Dude, just the first page, I can't even show because I literally just can't even show it. Okay, yeah, like the first. Can I think this is, yeah, okay. This is probably the best page I could find at the earliest convenience. But the art here is actually really good. And funny enough, the story in it is actually really entertaining. I'm not going to flip through it too much because I am just excited to read this. A lot of things I bought this month, I'm honestly really excited to read, which is a good thing. But there's some stuff I buy and I'm like, I don't know. But this one, okay, so this next one is a light novel. And for those of you who don't know, I don't really read light novels. I have two of them, one being Osamu Dazai's No Longer Human. The other one being Even If This Love Disappears Tonight, which I did pick up. I think I read like the first 4 chapters and I've like just had it to the side for a while. I haven't, continued reading it. My attention span just doesn't work well with it. But this one I had to get from, this sounds silly because it's, there's no art in it, but the volume cover or book cover, I don't know what we'd call it here, but the cover is amazing. And the back of the book just sounded really interesting. I read, I think like the first 2 pages, was really interested. Am I ever gonna read it? Probably not, I don't know, but it is At Night I Become a Monster by Yoru Sumino. Oh, I have a bookmark in here. Oh, see, I forgot I already started. Okay, yeah, I got to like page 8. But At Night I Become a Monster by Yoru Sumino, is that it? Yeah. And I could be wrong, but okay, yeah, it is. It's the person that made I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, which I did read recently for the very first time. So that's also going to be in the reading log, which is going to be in the next video. So definitely looking forward to talking about that one because it was honestly amazing. But here's the back of the book. Like I said, it just sounds so interesting. So I kind of just bought it and I'm like, I'll get to it whenever I get to it. So if you have read it though, comment down how you feel about it. Very curious because like I said, I don't know when I'm actually going to be able to read it. Or, maybe it'll sit there forever. Like No Longer Human, I've had that for a while. Have not read it at all. Like I haven't even opened the book yet. But it's next to the Junji Ito and the Usumaru Furuya version, so I kind of just had to go there. Even If This Love Disappears Tonight, like I said, I've read the first 4 chapters, haven't gotten any further than that. So, okay. This next one, I'm surprised I didn't. Okay, actually, I know why. So, what it is that this volume specifically, well, let me just show it first. It's called The Night Volume 11. And so, here's my thing. Okay. Recently, Viz put out their new Viz Manga app, and Call of the Night is on the app. So in my head, I'm like, should I keep collecting it or should I just read it on the app, Because it's on the app. The app's, I think, like $2. I did a whole video talking about it. Link for that will be in the description, or I'll leave a card up if you want to check it out. But I don't know whether I want to keep collecting it. I probably am, just because the volume covers for it are amazing. And kind of just to give y'all a little bit of an idea on what I have planned for, the future of my shelf, I'm probably going to get rid of Spy Family because I think it was my most recent reading log or some video, or I think it was in the Viz video that I'm referring to already, but I talked about how Spy Family doesn't feel like it has any plot, like the story isn't progressing. And so I'd rather read it online if it's, just keeping that pace instead of collecting it. The volume covers are pretty though, but I'll probably get rid of it. Call of the Night, I'm on the fence about because the volume covers are really good. The spine's really good. And I've been keeping up with it since the beginning, since volume 1, literally. So I'm probably going to keep it. Somewhere behind me, down here, I think I have volumes 1, 2, and 3 of Freyrin Beyond Journey's End. Probably gonna get rid of those as well, just just for space for all of these stuff that I got. So that's kind of the thought process. But yeah, we did get Call the Night Volume 11. Honestly, this is probably my least favorite color, or not color, cover, because of the color of it. Like, all of the other ones are like super cool. They have like I don't know. This is just a very different cover because it's never really this bright. So not really feeling it, but that's besides the point. The story so far for it has been really good, and I am excited to check out this volume or check it out online, whichever one I decide to do. All right, so we do have 2 more books or manga or volumes to get through. The first one being Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead, volume 10. Yeah, volume 10. And this is a beautiful volume cover. Now, honestly, sadly, Zom 100 is another one, same situation as Call the Night. I don't know if I really want to keep collecting it or not, because same thing with like Spy Family. It doesn't feel like it's really going anywhere, but at the same time, Zom 100 isn't, like, the plot of it is literally just the main characters going around having a good time. That's like the plot of it. So I'm not too mad about that, honestly. It's mostly a space thing, but it's not, you can't really see it on the camera, but the way I have it set up is like really pretty though. So I'm probably gonna keep it for that, because if you don't know, the Zom 100 like volume spines are all completely different colors, very varied. And I have it next to Goodnight Pun Pun, whose covers or spines are also like completely different colors. So it's just like a lot of different colors if you look at it. I do have a manga collection video for you to, go check that out if you want to see what I'm talking about. Link for that, I'll put a card up. Hopefully I'll remember to, but I'll probably keep it. But it's another series where like I kind of have to like reset my brain every time I want to read this. Like, I'll start, and then like the first chapter or two, it feels like I'm forcing myself to read. But then after I get through that, it's like, okay, yeah, this is cool. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll keep reading it. I don't know. Also, quick question. So if y'all are collecting anything that's on like these, the Shonen Jump app or the Viz app or whatever, do y'all like still collect the series, or do you just read it digitally? Like, which do you prefer between those, between like digital or physical? Comment down which one you prefer. I, of course, for the most part, prefer physical for whatever I can get my hands on. Also, really quickly, I doubt much people really care about this, but at the Barnes & Noble, they kind of gave me these Pokemon Go cards for the Pikachu. Just wanted to put that out there. I don't know why. Just thought it was really cool. But they gave me like a bunch of them. So like, if I kind of do get rid of some of these, I might do giveaways for it. Not sure what I plan on doing yet, honestly. But if I do a giveaway for it, I'll put some Pokemon cards in there. I don't know. Haven't thought it all the way through yet. And for me, it's like 6 in the morning right now. I should be asleep. I've been up way too long, so my brain isn't all the way here. But moving on to the very last thing that we have, it is Blood on the Tracks volume 13. So I've heard a lot about this one. Okay, so really quickly, the last volume that I read was, I think, volume 8 or 9, I think. No, it was definitely 8. 8 was the last volume that I read. And so I don't know what happens. I've heard, I think it was from the Prom G or someone else that said this is basically like Blood on the Tracks Shippuden. Like, there's a time skip, or he's an adult now, something like that. So what I'm probably gonna do is I might even reread from volume 1 through 12, because that's, I guess, like the first arc of it, and then kind of just let this arc sit for a bit and then jump into it. So I don't know. If that information is accurate, comment down just to confirm that for me real quick. Like, does this start a whole new arc? Should I like be rushing to read it? I don't know. Just go ahead and comment that down for me really quickly. But that's pretty much it for the video. Let's give a quick shout out to our channel members. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Also, thank you both for your recommendations. I greatly appreciate it. But once again, be sure to follow me on Instagram at SimonSabroYT. Link for that always will be down in the description. Also, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit that bell so you never miss an upload, all of that good stuff. Once again, comment down anything you've been picking up recently, anything you'd like to recommend, how do you feel about my pickups, anything like that whatsoever. But that's it for me. This is Simon Sabro signing out. I'll catch you on the next one.